Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and happy Wednesday to you all. Hope your week is going well. Another one of the big releases on the docket today. Today marks their first comeback after their, I would say, very successful debut, very impactful debut in S2 Entertainment's brand new girl group, Kiss of Life. Their debut era and their whole member reveal process they did was very cool, very enjoyable. Their debut, very enjoyable, very nice on the music front. Definitely left an impact, definitely showed that they were not to be messed around with. They were not going to be a pushover brand new girl group. They came with fire, they came with heat, and they are back. Not just with the title track, we have an album as well, which I hopefully can get around to at some point this week, if not today, because again, there have been a plethora of drops today that I want to get around to on time. But this is Kiss of Life's bad news. Now, I have not been spoiled to anything about this era, which has me extremely excited, because I have no idea what to predict, what the sound is going to be, and just based off of their debut era, there really is no safe guess as to what direction they're going to go. So, let's find out, shall we? DJ, roll the intro. I am hoping the lighting can survive because it has gotten very dark for some reason. I wonder if there's supposed to be a storm that rolls in, but it is not even 3 p.m. yet, and I know we're in winter time, but it usually should not be this dark out at this time of year, at this time of day. So if I look extremely whitewashed, just because the desk lamp I have is a blue LED one, that's why I look ghostly white, but that's besides the point. Let's find out what the Kiss of Life members have brought to the table today. Here we go. Did not think we'd kind of get a Western influence. Oh, interesting build. Okay, we're getting the vocal flexing. Julie's definitely getting a little bit more freedom to go crazy in this track. But also, hearing a song of this nature with this kind of it's a little bit like Broadway musical Western type of vibe. But this type of song being this flexible when it comes to the vocal top line, very interesting. Because we're still getting that having a song of this nature doesn't mean the vocals are going to be lacking either. It's they don't make way to accommodate for it. It doesn't care what the instrumental track is, it's going to go full power. Pop off belt. quick look for Easter eggs. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. I am actually pleasantly surprised by that. In a kind of weird and indirect way, I'm very impressed by that, because it's definitely not the type of sound you would expect on a K-pop track, I feel like, especially from a group like Kiss of Life, who kind of come out swinging. That kind of like Western style instrumental track is not what I would associate with them, but they really did take that and spin it in a way where they can really add the power and the venom that Kiss of Life are capable of. And that's very cool. It keeps the listener on their toes a little bit, and you can't get too comfortable with music sometimes. The artist needs to make sure you remember that the artists are in charge when it comes to the music. But yeah, it's one of those songs where there's a lot going on, and it constantly keeps changing up on itself. So you get your vocal parts, highs and your lows, and because this group and the members in charge of it, namely Belle, you can take that vocal part, already high vocal part, send it into the stratosphere. You've also got Julie, who's more than capable of spitting all of the fire, all of the venom in the world. And you have those two kind of extremes in a way. But when you listen to a Kiss of Life song, you don't notice them as extremes, because the like composition and the top vocal top line that's kind of interconnecting those two parts works so well together. And here's what I mean. Let's see if I can even find it. And with Kiss of Life, whenever there is like a rap part or a ridiculously high like whistle tone or like a really just almost sultry vocal run thrown in there, it's done with intent. It's not done just to have it, if that makes sense. So, say with Belle's like high tones or with the little like yowl in the choruses, they're done to add a little bit more sass in a part where, it's her vocal on her own. She doesn't want to make that vocal part just a vocal part. She wants to add some character to it. And so you add the little yow part. Same with Julie and her rap parts. Doesn't want it to be just a flat out rap part. She wants to bring a little bit of venom to it. Brings a little bit more character, a little bit of attitude. And all the little bits and pieces that Kiss of Life do in their music, it pays off at the end of the day, because it keeps every single part of the song, whenever that happens, kind of exciting, a little bit bubblier, a little bit more livelier than it would have without it, because of the little extra bits and pieces they add. It's like seasoning and spices in your food. You can have food as is, like say, a nice spaghetti with a meat sauce on it. Nice red meat sauce, like a ragu. You can have it on its own, maybe with like a little Parmesan, that's fine. But you crack a little bit of extra like black pepper on it, you get a little bit of like a couple flecks of parsley in there. It just levels it up a little bit. Kiss of Life are really good at leveling up their music in very subtle but very deliberate little composition choices. Bad News, yet again, one of those. And of course, it's not an LT K-pop video without a food analogy, and I had to squeeze one in there somehow, right? But well, Bad News is not what I would have expected, but I like that they did, because it's already like challenging what, I guess, preconceptions I had, so to speak. Admittedly, I had pretty much no preconceptions about what this era was going to be, but even if I did, it wouldn't have been this. And I like that this group is challenging me in a way where, not that it's like difficult to understand, but they're consistently, even from their debut, they've consistently tackled my musical brain head on and given me multiple examples of me experiencing that sensation of, oh, hold on a minute, this is a little bit tasty. I like where they're going with this. But, of course, there's the rest of the album to check out as well. Again, I mentioned before, I don't know if I'm going to get around to that today or not, just because of the sheer number of things that have dropped today. So please bear with me. If it doesn't go out today or next day or so, I'll try and get it out by the end of the week, but I'm also very behind on albums, especially from like a month ago. I still have like 3 full-length studio albums to check out, a couple of minis from when I was traveling, on top of the albums that I still have to catch up on from this week, so yes, apologies if there are any delays with that, but that is it for me today with Bad News by Kiss of Life. Very much enjoyed. Hopefully you did as well. Thank you all for watching along with me. One last request from me today: let's work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world, whether it be, checking with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, or even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness may brighten up someone else's day to day. And know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, you know that I will always be a friend, ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.